Okay, so we're here tonight to congratulate and give the certificates of completion to everybody who has accomplished the Atma Yoga teacher training. This has been a very unusual training, and I'm very impressed because we had quite a diversity of people here in age, in background, in ability. We had a melange of language skills, which were all issues, and amazingly, everybody came through it, and without translators, without nervous breakdowns. So I'm very, very pleased. I'm very proud of everybody. You did an extraordinary job. You have an opportunity now to really help people. What we have in Atma Yoga is to try to create a tool that will actually make a difference in people's lives. And all of you have now been invested with that resource. That resource gives you power. Whenever you have any resource, you have more power. We have a very important saying in America that we learned from Spider-Man. That with power comes responsibility. So when you've been given a resource, you've been given a power by being invested with the knowledge and the skill and the ability to teach this Atma Yoga, you have a responsibility now to share it with other people. You have a responsibility to continue to improve your own your abilities within the yoga style. So you want to continue to improve as teachers, as yogis, and of course, above all, as people on your spiritual journey. Because the real power of Atma Yoga is its ability to help people move forward on their spiritual journey. Atma Yoga is designed as a bridge to the original soul nature. That speech that you gave so beautifully at the beginning of class really sums up the whole thing that you have to offer. And if you dissect that speech and you look at what it says, it's really promising people a lot. Because you have the opportunity to offer people the three things that everybody wants the most. And there's a reason they want these three things the most of all. The reason is because the original soul nature has, as we described in our prologue, three qualities. Right? And in Sanskrit, those qualities are Sat, Chit, Ananda. And if you really studied analytically what it was that people wanted, you'd realize that they really want to be free of anxiety. They want confidence. They want to know, they want to be free of fear. And this is the product of Sat. They want it because it's their actual original nature. And the second thing that people want is to be intelligent. They want to understand. Who am I? What is this place? Where do I come from? What is going on? That's Chit. It's the state of understanding, full knowledge. And the third thing that people want is they want to be happy. Right? They don't just want to be happy. They want to have a beautiful, amazing, ecstatic experience. The best thing in people's lives is usually when they fall in love. When you fall in love, everything is beautiful. Huh? Everything. Music sounds better, food tastes better, your feet walk lighter, every dance, every step becomes a dance. You know, every word you want to sing because you're in love. So this is called Ananda when you're in love. And that's the original nature of the soul also, to be in this spontaneous, perpetual state of being in love. Atma Yoga is a bridge back to these three things. It's the beginning for many people and the continuation for others, but it's an opportunity for them to start working back to the three things they want the most. And now you have been invested with this power to offer an amazing opportunity for people to begin that journey, to continue that journey. So you have a responsibility. So I expect everybody here to do everything they possibly can to carry this forward. To improve yourself, to set yourself up, and to start sharing this with other people any way that you can. So many different opportunities. Become creative, become imaginative, become determined. And I will be checking back. I will be hearing. I will be getting reports. I want to know what's going on in Malaysia. And I want to come back in a year, because I've been invited back, if I'm still invited back after putting me through this torture. I want to come back and I want to see the whole Atma Yoga program prospering so nicely and bringing people back to the spiritual life, back to the spiritual journey, right? Back to the shelter of these amazing gurus that we talk about at the end of every class. We end every class in that beautiful Premadwani because those are the personalities that really did make this possible. So we want people to come back in contact with His Holiness Jai Pataka Maharaj, His Holiness Bhakti Tirtha Swami, His Holiness A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Right? We want people to have that association. Because when people have even a second's association with a pure devotee of the Lord, their entire destiny is changed. And they're once again journeying back towards their original soul's nature. Right? So many beautiful personalities. Just like today we celebrated the disappearance of His Holiness Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati. He had so much imagination and vision and hope for the whole planet. You know, he worked so hard. He published so many books relentlessly. He was always writing, always publishing, editing, printing out magazines, or he was doing japa, sadhana. He never stopped. He never broke his stride. He became a nice Nastika brahmachari from his childhood. And he always focused on his spiritual life, and he had a clear vision that this entire planet could be transformed by the movement of Lord Chaitanya. And so here we are, a part of that personality's effort. He's so powerful that it's extended all the way to this room. And now you have an opportunity to carry that program forward and to make a difference in people's lives. And at the end of the day, that's what we're talking about. How to make a difference in people's lives. How to change people for the better. How to give them something that will give them hope. Many times I've talked about yoga as the science of hope. It is the science of hope. Because it takes people to the ultimate place, which is celebration of the Spirit. Celebration of the Spirit through kirtan, through prasadam, through the reading of the pastimes of the divine. All that is the celebration of the Spirit. And the height of celebration is being in love with the Spirit. Being in love with the original Spirit soul. Right? So that is the celebration. And yoga is the science of the hope that brings you back to that celebration of the Spirit. So you have a wonderful thing to share with people. And I'm looking forward to hearing amazing things will happen here in Malaysia. Now I will address each of you separately as I hand out the certificates and give you a little bit more specific information about what I expect from each of you. But I at least wanted to begin with that for all of you. Haribol.